Investing with the Stash investment app. Is it safe and should you be doing it? That's what we're going to be looking at in this video. And by the way, guys, Stash also has a debit card, but the main focus of this video is on the investment side of Stash. Now, there are so many different investment apps out there, and you'll see people online talking about using Robinhood, and then people talking about using Stash, and people using M1 Finance, and it can be really confusing to find out which one is actually good for you. And also, you can't really trust some of these YouTubers because when they review these apps, most people will have a referral link in the app or to the app. And so they tell you all the good about the apps in hopes that you'll use their referral link and make them some money. But in this video or in this review, I'll, as usual, be going over the pros, of course, and then I'll go over the cons. And then at the end, if you guys think it's worth it after you've gotten all the facts, then you can decide to use the app or not. And this is how I do all my videos when I review products, especially these investment apps and bank accounts. Now, I give you the pros and then the cons, and also I give you my own opinion, but at the end of it, you have all the information so you can decide if you should be using them or not. Now, one more thing I want to say before I start in this video is if you're new to this channel or you're seeing me for the very first time, my name is Ian, and here on this channel, I talk about ways to make money, save money, investing, banking, and all things personal finance related. So if these are topics that interest you, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I'll really appreciate it. And also consider subscribing to this channel and turning on the notifications when you do so. And that way you'll get updated on when I post new videos here on YouTube. And I post a new video here every single day on YouTube. And you heard that right. You can go look on my history of posting videos here on this channel, and you'll see that I post a new video here every single day at around the same time on YouTube. Also, guys, I want you to comment down below right now and let me know if this is the first time that you're actually hearing about the Stash or the Stash investment app. And if you use it, tell me how it works for you, and if not, tell me what you've heard so far about it. So if you don't know what Stash is and you've never heard about it before, it's another investment app that allows you to purchase fractional shares, which means that you can purchase a fraction of a share and start investing with only a little bit of money. So if you want to invest in Amazon, you don't need to purchase an entire stock, which will cost you almost $3,500. You can invest only $10 and get a fraction of that share, and then you'll be able to add funds whenever you can and grow that investment. Now, actually, in the case of Stash or the Stash app, you don't even need $10 to start. You can start with as little as $5, and for this service, they will charge you only a single dollar per month. So what I really already liked about Stash right here is that it's really easy for anyone to get into. It only costs you $1 a month to open an investment account, and you can invest in the stocks or ETFs that you want to, and you can also purchase fractional shares. So no matter how little you have, you can start investing here, and I think that's really good. Now let's get into the pros of the Stash investment app now, since you have an idea of what it is. So the first pro or the first benefit of the Stash investment app is that, as I mentioned before, you can invest in fractional shares. Now, if you don't know what fractional shares are, simply put, or in simple terms, it's a fraction of a share, as I mentioned before. So for example, just to make this really simple, right? Let's say you want to invest in Amazon, but the stock is worth $3,500 right now at the time of making this video. Now, you can't afford to invest $3,500 right now, so that means you can't buy Amazon stock, and you would have to go and buy some other stocks that you didn't like for less money. Now, with fractional shares in this case, or in the case of the Stash app, you can invest just $5 into Amazon, and instead of getting one stock, you get a fraction of a stock that's worth $5 at the time of buying it. You also get a fraction of the returns and a fraction of dividends if they're to be paid for that stock that you invest in. So this then reduces the barriers to investing, as more people can invest or start investing now. So if you're new to investing and you need a beginner's platform, then this is a plus for you. Now, this is one of the main pros to Stash investing, and that brings us to the second pro, which is the cost of the app. Now, the app only costs you a single dollar per month, which is very low. Now, if you want to invest, then surely you must be able to afford a single dollar per month or a payment of a single dollar per month for your investments. So if you download the app right now, all you need to begin or to start investing is $6 in anything you want. The minimum investment amount is $5 and the monthly fee is $1 single. So it's really easy to get into. Now, another pro here is that there are no other fees. So each time you buy or sell or trade stocks, you won't be paying any fees. Now, this is somewhat standard right now, and all investment apps, I think, no longer charge trading fees, but it's still a pro to consider. Now, Stash also offers the Roundup feature, which is similar to what Acorns does. And so you can link your credit or your debit card and automatically invest all the time. And here's how this works. This is when Stash will automatically invest your money for you. Now, this is very simple. You link Stash to your debit card, and each time you spend some money on anything or you spend some money using your debit card, it rounds it up to the nearest dollar and invests the difference. So for instance, let's say you bought a shirt for $9.58. Stash would then round the purchase off at $10 and then invest the difference, which is 42 cents, and it actually keeps this in your account. And once it gets to $5, then it invests it for you. Now, it does this for every single purchase you make on your debit card, and so you'll always be investing without having to actually control your investment deposits, which is another very good feature that Stash has. Now, also with Stash, they can automate your investment. So let's say you get paid every Friday and you want to invest $100 or $50 when you get paid every Friday. You can allow Stash to pull that money from your account or card every Friday, so the money always gets invested without you even having to do anything or remembering to do it yourself. So the main point, or the pros, are that it's a low entry cost and it's easy because of all these features. Also, another feature that I didn't mention, which I think is a pro, is that you can get 2 trading windows every day, but this is the same with most apps, and some only allow you to trade once per day, so I guess 2 times can be considered a pro. So these are all the pros of Stash investing, and I have to say it sounds really good so far. Now, you only have to spend a little and you're in for a lot of good features, but now I want to tell you guys about the cons to Stash investing. So before you sign up, listen out for these. So the first con to Stash is that it is expensive, and I know I just said in the pros that Stash was low-cost investment app or a low-cost investment app, but even though it's a single dollar per month, it's still very high when compared to other investment apps. Now, compared with Wealthfront, for example, which I reviewed 2 days ago, they charge a 0.25% in management fees, and if you invest $100 in Stash and spend $1 per month, then that's a 1% management fee, or you could look at it like that, right? And if you were to say invest with Wealthfront, which I thought was really expensive as well, then you would spend 25 cents for the same amount invested. Robinhood doesn't charge you anything. M1 Finance doesn't charge you anything. WEBULL doesn't charge you anything. So it's expensive because it's the same features in other apps and they don't charge you anything for it. So that's the first con. Now, the second con is all the features I've mentioned before. The rounded up purchases getting invested, the fractional shares, the automatic transfers and investing, and all these features are included in other investment apps that don't charge you anything, right? They charge you zero. So my overall thoughts and opinion on Stash is that it costs very little to invest with them, and they have very good features, but on the flip side, although they don't charge much, the alternatives charge nothing, and you can get the same features which are very good for free, and for that reason, I don't use this app. Now, I want to know what you guys now think though. Do you think the pros outweigh the cons here? And do you see yourself investing with the Stash app? Or do you see yourself continuing to invest with this app if you already do so? Drop me a comment down below and let me know your thoughts on this one now. Now, if you don't want the fees, but you want the same good features, then I want you guys to check out some of the other investment apps that I've reviewed here on this channel. And I'm going to be leaving a link to a video at the top of the screen somewhere right now to one of my other videos talking about the best investment apps that you can use to invest in this year. So those are my overall thoughts on the Stash investment app. I hope you guys really like this video, and if you'd like to see more videos, I post them here every single day on YouTube. So go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and also give this video a thumbs up if you found it very helpful. Now, once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. All the best with your investments, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.